Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. This is Eric Mobley, your Scentsy fragrance consultant. So I just wanted to pop on here because we have some updates to Scentsy Club. It's very, very exciting. I know on here and on social media everywhere, I talk about Scentsy Club all the time. I've sent stuff about it in the mail. But Scentsy Club is essentially Scentsy's subscription service where if you add wax bars specifically, that's the only product that you can get constantly even after they are discontinued. The program is called Always Get My Bar. So you can literally go in there right now and add any of the holiday scents, fall scents, and even, next July, if you keep them in there, Scentsy will continue to make them for you, even if you're the only one who wants very snowy spruce or whatever. I'm sure that's not the case, but if you're the only person in the world who wants that bar continuously, Scentsy will continue to make it for you as long as it's in your Scentsy Club. And also, you are eligible to get special perks like rewards, half off items. If you refer someone to Scentsy Club, you get points. So it's really, really nice. It's kind of like a subscription that you would get through another service or place, where it's like a subscription box, but you don't have to do it monthly. You could do it monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly. I do mine quarterly because my club is about $80 and I don't need to be spending that monthly. It's mainly bars that I can't live without and absolutely love, or maybe I have some customers who love them and they didn't have a chance to put it in their club, so I have it in mine if they want or need them. So that's a little bit about Scentsy Club. I do have the Scentsy Club information in my links in the description, so feel free to check that out. If you have any questions, definitely leave it in the comments below. But I want to share with you, before I share the Always Get My Bar wax bars that have returned for Scentsy Club, I wanted to share some of mine that I have in my club and some of the new additions that I've added for the one that came actually just a few minutes ago. But what I am referring to in terms of the Always Get My Bar, Scentsy has decided to bring back over 200 fragrances. I think it's honestly almost 300. Yeah, it looks like it's 294 fragrances that have been discontinued that you can add to your club, and it's only for the month of November. After November, you can no longer do this. There are several fragrances available to add, and I already added one. It is Arctic Kiss. That's actually one that a customer asked about 2 days ago, and I said, oh my gosh, I wish I would have added that to my club because it's one of my favorites, and I didn't add it to my club because I assumed it would come back this fall and winter. However, it did not. So I added it to my club so fast. But I'll go over some of those fragrances here in just a second. First, I want to share with you what is in my Scentsy Club. The first, these 10 bars that I'm going to name, I actually have talked about them before and given my thoughts. I'm not sure. Oh, some of these are available to add to Scentsy Club now, so that's really cool. And I can let you know if the one that I'm talking about is available. But I've talked about these before, so I'm not gonna keep you too long with my description and review and stuff. And some of them are truly no longer available, so for the time being. So I don't want to keep you too long with that review. But first is the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. I've talked about this before, but it's fantastic. It reminds me of the resorts during the 50th anniversary. I think some of the resorts still smell like this, so that's really nice. But no, it is not part of the 294 that came back. Yeah, oh, this is so nice. I love to warm this in my office, in our bedroom, honestly, almost anywhere, I think it is great. Some fragrances I prefer like in the kitchen, some I prefer in our bedroom, but this one goes in almost anywhere. Maybe not in the kitchen. I typically do like bakery scents in the kitchen. So, next we have, and that has been in my club for at least 2 years. I think it came out 3 years ago. I remember I was on a cruise whenever it released. So, and that was spring of 22. So, yes, 3 years. And I think I maybe added it like that summer. So, yeah, it's been in my club for 3 years. And the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World was in 2021. So, just keep that in mind. All right. Ariel Under the Sea. This has been in my club for probably the same amount of time. It's so nice. It's so aquatic, kind of floral, but very light. It's like an aquatic floral, very fresh. I love it so much. I remember I first kind of like discovered and started purchasing and hosting with Scentsy through a friend who was a consultant in 2018, and that was one of the first fragrances I smelled, and I was in love with it. Ariel is not my favorite princess, however, that fragrance is amazing. It's definitely the best princess fragrance they've had. All right, next we have Beach Daisy. Oh, let me tell you if the Ariel Under the Sea, I don't think it is part of the ones that came back. No, it is not, unfortunately. Next is Beach Daisy. So this one's fantastic. It smells like a beach flower. It's very summery, spring. It kind of has a freshness too. And it's a little fruity, honestly. I maybe appley, pear, something like that. It's like a light fruit. This might have come back in the, no, it did not. So these truly are always get my bar. So nice. There was a brick, actually, this came back and bring back my bar, I think, in 2021. I added it to my club then, but then like 2 years later, it was released as a brick. And you best believe I got that brick, but it stayed in my club. So that's Beach Daisy. It's very, very nice. I kind of wish Scentsy would like put a date on like when you added something to your club. I don't know. It would just be really interesting to me to know like when was this last available, or when was it available when I added it, or whatever. That would be cool. Next is Scarlet Sunflower. This came out maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. I think 3 years ago in the fall and winter collection. And it's not floral whatsoever. It's more like a pear, apple, maybe a slight floral. But it's very, very nice. I've always really liked this one. It doesn't perform super well, as in it doesn't last very long, but the smell of it is just like, you gotta have it. It's so good. So Scarlet Sunflower, I'm looking to see if this one is available. No, it's not. I thought I saw it, but it's not on here. So again, this is truly an always get my bar. Yeah, that's so good. I love it. Scarlet Sunflower. And that may be, I'm not reaching for this one as often as I used to. This may be one that I take out eventually. I have 3 more months until my club runs again in January. So I'm going to think on it and go from there. But next we have Sugar. And I know for a fact that this one is available in the Bring Back My Bar, Always Get My Bar special for Scentsy Club. Yes, it is. It's very, very nice. This smells like the sugar perfume that you would get at the mall or something. I may add a second bar of this to my club. We'll see. But yeah, I need to do that by the 30th. So Sugar, this has been in my club for 4 years. It's one of my absolute favorites. All right, and then we have Butterbeer. I know this one did not come back for a fact, but I am going to double check myself just to tell you the correct information. Butterbeer, because this just came out this year. No, this did not come back. So Butterbeer, this of course smells like Butterbeer from Harry Potter. It's excellent. It's a really good butterscotch vanilla scent. Love it so much. This will be in my club forever. I don't plan on taking it out anytime soon. All right, next we have Shaka. So this smells like Fierce, the cologne from Abercrombie & Fitch. And Jeremy wore that when we first started dating, so it just gives me nostalgic vibes. When we met, I was 18 and he was 21, so we were very young. Not that we're old now, but now we're, if you're curious, 34, and I'll be 32 this month, so we've been together for 13 years. It's crazy. But Shaka is a really good manly cologne scent. I love like cologne masculine scents. Very, very nice. I think this is in the Bring Back My Bar. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. But there are really good masculine ones that are available currently. And some that are available, which I'll go over a few of those that are available to purchase through Scentsy Club now with the Always Get My Bar. Next is Sun Drenched Cotton. I'm pretty sure this isn't included because this just came out in like May or June with the collection that we had for Destinations collection is what it was called. This is also like a really good cologne scent. Honestly, it smells kind of similar to Shaka. But I like Shaka a little more, so again, this may be one that I'll give up in the future. But for now, I'll keep it in my club. I might see how they both perform in a warmer and how long they last, and go from there. That's Sun Drenched Cotton, and then Summer Holiday. So this came back in the Bring Back My Bar in January, I think. No, over the summer. It was July. Yeah. Fantastic, really good, like beach scent. This you can add to Scentsy Club currently. It is back for the Always Get My Bar. Absolutely incredible. Oh, this will always be one of my favorites. One of my favorite memories of this one is we went on a beach trip and our Airbnb just smelled kind of dated, dull, old, if you will. Like, you know, like not that it was dirty, but it just smelled a little stale. So I went around and sprayed the room spray for Summer Holiday, and it smelled so much better than what it had when we had first walked in. So, and then next is Hydrangea Bouquet. This was part of the Walt Disney World, the Epcot collection for Flower and Garden Festival. So I do really enjoy this one, but I do think this would be the number one fragrance for me to take out if I chose to. Yeah, this one is not available in the Always Get My Bar, so just keep that in mind. This is a very good scent. It's like, it's floral, but also kind of fruity. It's very fresh, in my opinion. It reminds me of Luna. It doesn't smell just like Luna, but it reminds me of it. It's very, very nice. I like it a lot. So yeah, if I were to cut one, like, the first one I would cut, I'm going to make some cuts for sure, because I don't need like an $100 club every 3 months. But this Hydrangea Bouquet would be the first one I would cut probably. It's very nice, but again, it is a very light one. It probably doesn't last very long in a warmer. I haven't warmed it in a while, but that would be the first one I would take out probably. All right, and make more room for some other ones. Okay, these are new ones that I have added since my last club ran in July. Yes. So first we have Italian Sunshine. This came out in the spring and summer collection this year in March, and this was my favorite in that collection, or in that catalog. Absolutely amazing. It's like a perfume scent, but also, I think it lasts a while. I love like perfumey or cologne type scents. As you can tell, like I have 4 of those type of bars in my club alone. Maybe 5 if you count the Disney one because it's kind of floral. Or it's pretty floral, honestly. But I kind of want to compare the 3 of these and see how similar they smell. Because this Italian Sunshine smells like it could go either way, like a masculine cologne or a feminine perfume, some type of fragrance, a perfume that you would spray. Like this just smells like luxury to me, like an Italian perfume. Yeah, all right, I'm trying to compare. Okay, they don't smell the same. Italian Sunshine is definitely stronger. And of the 3, this one is the second strongest. So Sun Drenched Cotton is the weakest. So that might be one that I take out. That might be the second pick for me to take out if I wanted to. Like I say, for now, I'm going to keep it as is because my club isn't going to run for another few months. So I have time to think about it. But I will need to, jump on these bars for the time being if I want to add any of them before November 30th. All right, next, I said I was going to add this, and I did. It's Luke's Diner. Again, I liked all of the Gilmore Girls bars, but the Luke's Diner was definitely my favorite. It's an amazing coffee scent. It kind of just smells like coffee and cream. If you wanted to sweeten up, you could sweeten it up. You could mix it with vanilla amber, vanilla bean buttercream, anything like that. It's very, very nice. Really like that a lot. Next is maraschino sugar cookie, and I am so happy this came back. So this is currently available as a Scentsy brick. However, if you add a bar to your club, it will come as a bar, not the brick, unless you add what is literally a brick to your club. There are some bricks you can add. This came out a couple years ago as a Whiff Box exclusive, or I think like 4 years ago maybe. And it came with some other products, maybe a warmer, I can't remember, a mini warmer. But anyway, fantastic. It smells like it sounds. You get the cherry and the sugar cookie in there. It's so, so nice. Yeah, I'm going to save this for the holidays. That's mainly why I added it to my club. I'll probably take it out. It's shortly, like within the next month or so. That is the beauty of Scentsy Club too. If you know that your subscription is going to run, or if something has come out that you want to try, you can always add it to your club, have it ship, and then cancel that club or take out that bar that you only wanted to smell once or order once, whatever. Once you get your order, you can take that out before your next club subscription runs. My club ran on the 28th, I believe, and my box came today. So in about a week or so, I have plenty of time to take out maraschino sugar cookie, anything else I want to take out while it's still available or whatever. All right, so lastly, we have Warm Gingerbread Wishes. This came out, I think, at the beginning of October. I know we had some shipping issues with Disney Minnie Mouse products or whatever, and this actually is in the holiday collection. So this came out in early October. I don't exactly remember when. I meant to add it to one of my local orders and I never did. So again, that's another perk. I knew my Scentsy Club was coming, so I was like, hey, I'll just add this to my club, smell it, and take it out. Because I just wanted to give you a review and let you know how it smells. It is still available and still available to add to club. It's really good. It's gingerbread wishes. Kisses. I think we had a gingerbread kisses at one time. This is a pretty decent gingerbread scent. I would definitely warm this in the kitchen only, more than likely. Pretty heavy on like the ginger and the cinnamon, but it's pretty good. I do like it a lot. So, not my favorite. I'm not a huge like gingerbread person. I don't like ginger very much at all, honestly. Like, even on savory dishes like sushi and stuff like that, I'm not big. Cocktails, ginger beer, no, ew. I don't like it. I'll sub it for club soda or something. But anyway, yeah, warm gingerbread wishes. That's a pretty solid gingerbread fragrance. So, all right, now I want to go over some bars that are in the Always Get My Bar program that will only be available in November. So by November 30th, they'll no longer be available. So let me share some of the ones that I was kind of excited or maybe even surprised to see that were coming back. Granted, there are almost 300 of them, but I'll just share like a handful of either ones that were my favorite or, some of my favorites. Maybe I don't like them enough to add to my club, but I did really enjoy them when they were available or when I smelled them last. And also, I can share some that I know were popular that customers will want, again, or really liked a long time ago or whatever. The first one would definitely be almond croissant, if you remember that one. It was a really good bakery scent, fresh baked croissant with cinnamon sugar infused. Very, very nice. I loved warming that in the kitchen. A really similar one that we had last year or the year before was Cozy Kitchen. That was in the Christmas or holiday collection. So another one is Apple and Oats. It's a really good like apple crisp type scent with the spices in there. Very, very nice. Some of these I've never smelled before, so I don't really have a comment, but they sound interesting. And I might point some of those out too. I don't want to keep you guys forever. But I did add Arctic Kiss to my club, and it is cool Arctic mint. Fresh air embrace the warmth of fluffy vanilla clouds. So vanilla and mint, but it's not, I don't know, it doesn't just smell like vanilla mint. Like, it's got like an extra freshness or earthiness in there. It's very, very nice. Next one would be, what do I want to comment on next? The entire Scentspirations collection for Black Raspberry Vanilla is available. The Frosting, Linen, Sangria, and Woods, all of those are available. Black Tie Affair, that's another good masculine scent. Vanilla Tobacco, White Grapefruit. I think all of those come together and have a good like masculine scent. This one sounds interesting. Blonde Wood and Moonflower. I think this was available in a Bring Back My Bar a while ago. This is like wood and amber with moonflower. I don't even know what that is. White roses, lilies. So it's like a woodsy floral. I probably love that. Breakfast in Bed. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go ahead and add it. Like, I can always add these and then remove them if I'm like, no, I don't really need that. But this came out the year I joined Scentsy, and it is black raspberry with like pumpkin and cinnamon drizzle. It's an amazing fragrance for like the kitchen, bakery, anything like that. And then trying to get to some really good ones. Cashmere and Corduroy. A lot of you loved that one very much. I did too. I don't love it enough. There are other like woodsy fragrances. We have currently Velvet Cashmere Woods or something like that. That one's amazing. That's my favorite fragrance right now in the current catalog. But I know a lot of people loved Cashmere and Corduroy, so it's currently available in for the Scentsy Club Always Get My Bar special or whatever. A lot of bakery scents like Central Park pralines, cherry chestnut, a lot of Christmassy scents for sure. Christmas cactus, that one was really popular when it was available. Churro, that one was popular. So I'll echo someone else on YouTube said some of the traditional ones that have been available for a while from the spring and summer collections or catalogs are on here, like Cocoa Lime and Coastal Sunset. So I wonder if those might be going away for good. Kind of scary, but if you are afraid of that, I would definitely check on here to see if some of your favorites are on there. Now, I can't confirm anything because I don't know, but it's worth a look. All right, Cozy Kitchen and Cozy Chai, those are both really good. Cranapple Crumble, love it. Cranberry Candy Cane, that was a good one. Cucumber and Cactus, really good. Fresh scent. Dutch Apple Bread, people loved that one, it's so good. And then Fiji Flower, it's a light floral, but it's currently available in the laundry, but it's still very good in wax. I like it a lot still. Frosty Air, I really like that one. That's another fresh one that I really like. It's currently available in the laundry as well. A few gingerbread ones. Gingerbread buttercream, gingerbread cheesecake. I've never smelled gingerbread cheesecake. Goody Goody Gumdrop, I know a lot of people like that one. Graham Cracker Crunch, that one was amazing. I think that was available in 2021. Very nice. Hazelnut Frosting. Hazelnut Latte. Holly Jolly Cider. Honey Crisp Harvest, that was a really good, like, Honey Crisp apple scent. Like, so nice. Honey Pear Cider, I know a lot of people really liked that one in the fall. Hug in a Mug, that's like a hot chocolate type scent. King Cake, that's a good one. It's a good bakery scent. Very sweet though. A lot of lemon scents, lemon verbena, lemon lime fizz, lime and sugar cane. Make a Splash, oh, that's a really good, like, fruity fresh scent. Make Me Snickerdoodle. I worked an event over the weekend and there was a lady who asked about Snickerdoodle and I didn't have any on hand and it had been discontinued, so I couldn't help her there. I tried to, show her like similar bars, but she didn't seem to have any interest. Midnight Mahogany, really, really good one. Oh my gosh, I loved that one. It's really good woodsy scent. Mountain Sunset, that's a good, like, fresh coconut scent. Love that one. My Hero, that's another good masculine cologne type scent. Orchard by the Sea, that was like a fresh appley scent. Very, very nice. One that I'm surprised is on here. I don't know how popular it was, but Perfect Day. That one's really light. It's not my favorite by any means, but I don't know. I'm just a little surprised it's on there. Perfect Pumpkin Pear. Interesting. I've never smelled that. Perfect Oatmeal. I know what oatmeal smells like, but I don't know if I want my entire house to smell like it. I can see the kitchen maybe, but even still sounds a little weird. Plumeria Peach. Porch Pumpkin. Prickly Pear and Agave. Very good. Pumpkin Marshmallow. Pumpkin Cashmere. Pumpkin Sticky Bun. These are all good ones. Or they sound good anyway. Like, I've smelled most of them. Red Berry and Spruce. That was a really good Christmas tree scent without being, like, strictly pine. It had, like, berry with it too, like cranberry. Sandalwood and Cranberries. That one sounds really interesting. Shimmer. That's a really good, like, really pretty, kind of fresh type scent. We had it in laundry forever, but it's really good in wax too. Okay. Snow-Kissed Cranberry. That was available forever. It's a good one though for the holidays. And Star Apple and Freesia, that's a good one. Strawberry Bliss, that came out, I think, this past Easter or the Easter before. It was a really good one. I already mentioned Sugar, that one's really nice. Summer Holiday, love it. Sunshine Mango, I know a lot of people liked that one over the summer. Excuse me. Tinselberry, a lot of people liked that one. It wasn't my favorite, but a lot of people did like it. Toasted Apple Butter, that's a good one. A lot more like masculine scents with vanilla in them, vanilla suede, vanilla oak, that sort of thing. Walnut Raisin Muffin, oh my goodness, that one came out, I think, my first year selling Scentsy, maybe the second year, I can't really remember, but it was when we got the bricks of wax along with the bars, I think, for the Scentsy Club, so Scentsy subscription for consultants, where you get the like marketing materials. Jeez. This one's interesting. Whiskey River. It is crisp, rushing river undercurrents carry sweet notes of golden plum and bourbon barrel. That sounds really nice. That's something I'd be interested in smelling. Wildflowers and Sage. Zeppelin, that's a good masculine scent. So several good ones, definitely. Again, the link for Scentsy Club is in the description under my links. Feel free to check it out. Otherwise, I would love it if you would like this video and subscribe. If you have checked these out, which one are you most excited is on this list? If you do check it out, definitely let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. What do you wish was on this list? What was your favorite fragrance that you really want to come back? Please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. But thank you guys so much. I will talk to you soon. Have a good night.